And so how did you first hear about Islam? Did you have any prejudices?
As a conscious adult, I was actually a teenager. I was in high school. I think I was a freshman in high school. So my parents had put me into an all-girls Catholic high school. And my community school was not a very good school. So they said, okay, you're going to go to this all-girls Catholic high school. And during our time in the school, we had to attend Mass. And one of the things that you do during Mass is you do the sign of the cross. During Mass, the person sitting next to me didn't do the sign of the cross. And I was just thinking, why did she not do this? So I don't know what led up to it, but I had just realized that doing the sign of the cross always brought something bad. Like something bad simply would happen. And I don't really remember what they were, but I just kept feeling it doesn't leave me with this good feeling, or something maybe small and irrelevant. But for me, it was impactful enough to say, this is not right. I shouldn't be doing it for myself. For me, it was like, no, don't do it, please. And I didn't understand why. But when we were at Mass and this person didn't do it, I remember feeling like, oh my God, what is this? This is so strange. Why isn't she doing the sign of the cross? What does this person believe in? And that started a conversation, and she started to explain that she was Muslim. Now, at that time, we're talking like 20 plus years ago, right? It's been a while since I've been a Muslim. So currently, I am the director of admissions at an Islamic school, and I am also a co-founder of Ojalá Foundation, the Latino Muslims of Chicago, which that has really been my passion, this organization.
And so how was your life in regards to faith? What were you believing in?
Okay, so I was born and raised in a Mexican family, and typically what happens when you come from a Mexican family is we're Catholic. So the Catholic faith is really tied into the Mexican culture. So culturally, this is what I was, but religiously, we never really followed Catholicism in my home. And I remember just thinking back to my childhood, and you just brought this memory to my mind. When I was little, I must have been maybe 4 or 5, I don't even remember how old I was, but my mom would always say, like, God is watching you, God is watching you. And we had this picture of, it was a hologram of Jesus in the house, and I was really scared of this hologram because I would move around and this picture would always follow me, so I was really scared of this image. But yeah, so we were raised as Catholics. And so I remember being raised just with the idea of God and never fully understanding the concept of Jesus, but just feeling like I have to believe in him. He's part of this, but it never really made sense to me. So as I was growing up, sometimes I would go to church, and I have to be honest, I never really gave the Catholic religion a lot of study, not until I became a Muslim.